some important macro data. The government will meet the fiscal deficit target of 3.9% in FY16. That's the message coming in from Finance Secretary Ratan Wattal, who has spoken to CNBC TV18 and said that the tax receipts could actually surpass the revised estimates that they have set for themselves. Sapna Das is joining in with the details. Sapna, clearly good news on the fiscal front. What numbers are you picking up?
Absolutely, Kritika. In fact, it clearly shows the government's fiscal stance is pretty strong. They're on a strong wicket. This is despite the fact that there has been a sizable shortfall in the revised estimates also of direct taxes, but indirect taxes are coming to the rescue. What we understand is that the numbers are still pouring in, so a final fix on the final numbers will be available sometime in the next 5 to 6 odd days. There have also been a string of bank holidays. In fact, today also, after the financial year is closed, most of the banks are shut. Keeping all of this in mind, however, it's likely that the government will exceed the indirect tax collection target by around 5,000 crores. Let's keep in mind that the revised estimate also in terms of indirect taxes has been set at sizably. So whatever shortfall is there on the direct tax front, that will be met. And most important, this is coming straight from the Finance Secretary, Mr. Ratan Wattal. The fact remains that the government is likely to keep a range of 3.8 to 3.9% on the fiscal deficit target also of FY16. So there is scope of marginal improvement on that front. This would translate into an approximate savings of around 13 to 14 odd thousand crores. Not that the government is trying to cut spend. That is very, very clear. If you look at the revised estimates also of planned expenditure, that hasn't stepped up by around 5,000 crores for the first time. And they're very close to this target, which means basically that they've spent much more than what was allocated in the budget estimate earlier. So all these trends indicate that despite a high spend, the government is very much on track in terms of the fiscal numbers. And in fact, if possible, they might actually marginally improve on the fiscal deficit target to 3.8% by next week. Kritika?
All right, Sapna, thanks for joining in with those important numbers. We'll keep coming.